ToonGrin.com.
Acha! No. F you, Lucy. Oh, that actually felt so good to get off my chest. What a way to rekindle my hatred for Lucy, then with a movie starring everyone's favorite blockhead, as Whyboy spotlights Blue Skies the Peanuts. The Peanuts is no stranger to Cartoon Corner. In fact, for my third review ever, I did a little known live action animated hybrid Peanuts movie called It's the Girl in the Red Truck Charlie Brown. It was slow, boring, goofy, monotonous, and I tore the thing to high heaven for all of that. But looking back, I'm sad I never mentioned in the end I enjoyed watching the movie. Not because it was good or anything, but because it was so hilariously bad. And hopefully sometime I can get a copy of the movie for my very own to watch again and again. I tried to break down my enjoyment of the movie even more because enjoying for the badness is good in the room sort of way, but I felt a sense of nostalgia that drew me to forget the boring set pieces and enjoy the emotion of the animation and actors. I think right there is the Peanuts' charm. Since their conception, the Peanuts has always been shown as simple childhood adventures. From the simplistic and distinct art style to the simple problem that the kids overcome in comic and movie, the Peanuts has always tried to capture that simple charm of your nostalgic childhood. But does Blue Sky, the minds behind Ice Age and Rio, have the chops to emulate that distinct tone in this reboot? Well, story-wise, it's got simplicity nailed. Charlie Brown starts off showcasing his blockheaded determination and ceaseless amount of bad luck that makes Charlie's self-esteem kind of in the gutter. That is, until a new kid moves into town, that little red-haired girl. Is anyone ever going to find out that girl's name? And she just sways the little heart of Charlie Brown. Now determined to show her the real him, Charlie Brown decides to work hard to impress her and make a good first impression. Yeah, not really the grand adventure tale or dramatic character story that we've grown accustomed to nowadays with our movies. That is probably the reason why so many viewers got the first reaction that the movie was very slow. Because it is slow. The Peanuts always had a more relaxed and slower narrative. A lot of us are used to seeing movies with big, world-shifting dramatic choices and grand, overarching adventures, because those are engaging narrative factors. The Peanuts is anything but that. The story is Charlie trying to woo a girl, and we just follow his struggles to make that happen. Simple, small-scale drama. Whether you'll truly like the movie really depends on if you can find engagement in such a low-stakes scenario. I'll even admit, for the first act, I was wondering when something more exciting would happen. But as I saw Charlie's determination grow, the movie finally began to click with me, and I became super engaged with Charlie's almost futile struggle to look like a winner to the little red-haired girl. Now, I'm sort of disappointed that nowadays we have to have trailers playing unfitting music to get people to go and see a much slower movie like this. It just undersells the real strengths in the movie to replace it with wackiness. Sure, there were wacky bits in the movie, but the Peanut brand of wackiness is what we should go for. And we hit the nail on the head with that, as the character that almost steals the movie right under Charlie's nose is the wacky Snoopy. And now because of this movie, I might have to rethink my favorite cartoon dog. Snoopy is just such an intelligent and loyal character to Charlie Brown that it's very endearing. As Charlie makes its efforts to better himself, Snoopy is always there to lend a hand. And when Charlie fails, Snoopy is there to pick him back up. It really spotlights a very loving boy and his dog relationship that's just heartwarming to watch. But he's not just part of the heartwarming center, but the center focus of the movie's weird interludes. As bookending each major act in the movie, we get a Snoopy semi-dream sequence where he is flying around facing off with the Red Baron. At first, these scenes really seemed out of place when we were supposed to be following Charlie, but when you take it in the parallel love story elements of Charlie and the little red-haired girl and Snoopy and Fifi, his crush in the movie, you see the strong parallels. But it still feels like really clunky bookends to the acts. Still fun bookends, help with Little Woodstock helping the silent comedy, and again, Tuning your brain to the slower narrative helps you appreciate these interludes more, even if they're slightly clunky and come out of nowhere. Now, the main headliner aspect of the Peanuts movie, ever since it was announced, has been the animation. This was a revitalizing of a very classic, very beloved comic strip. If Blue Sky was going to reboot this, they needed to do it right. And by God, seeing the movie, they get a perfect animation score from me. Not only do the backgrounds and coloring give off a very simplistic, nostalgic charm reminiscent of the Peanuts, but every single Peanut model had been given this experimental 3D modeling where it's a mix of the old show's character perspective and line work, and Blue Sky's subtle but very distinct texture mapping, making the models more pleasing to look at. Blue Sky really went full out to be faithful to the source material, and it probably helped that Charles Schulz's sons, Brian and Craig, were producers on the project. I would hopefully guest as consultants to make sure the movie was in tune with their father's vision. If you're any form of a Peanuts fan, this movie has the animation, the callbacks, the references, and the pacing to make you feel that nostalgic charm. If you're an animation fan and don't mind smaller scale stories, The Peanuts is a delightfully simple tale of determination and overcoming personal obstacles. But if you're into big booms and huge dramatic changing narratives, this won't satisfy you. Bottom line, in my opinion, you'd be a blockhead to miss out on seeing this movie.
I'm better when I'm dancing. Hey, feel better when I'm